Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the WoTB. So, it recently hit the stores, but first of all, let's check out my stats on this thing. I think they're pretty decent, obviously. I've had over 150 games, as you can see, 65% win rates, and over 3,100 average damage. So I think that's a pretty decent enough stat to be able to talk about this tank in more or less depth, because it's a very good tank in my opinion, at least. So let's look at the equipment. As you can see, I try to reduce the aiming time as much as possible because I like shooting when I drive around, etc, etc. And calibrated shells, I mean, I would not recommend calibrated shells on mediums because you need to reload as fast as you can. Obviously everything else is quite standard. Toolbox, improved assembly rather than increasing your armor. It's kind of logical to do, and improved modules is something you need to do because the tank does burn a lot, as well as a protective kit. You need this because the tank burns, it gets ammo racked, everything of that sort very easily, and of course everything else is of the standard pretty much. So now let's go ahead and look at the armor profile of this tank. Alright, so looking at the armor profile, the turret is very good. You have these small weak spots, which are 245 millimeters. Mediums will not be able to pen them, but heavies and TDs will. However, they're very small, so you don't really have to worry about that. The rest is above 260, 250 millimeters, and it's very tough. I would say it's something in between the 140 and the T62 because of those cupolas on top of the tank. But other than that, the hull is very weak and you should not rely on it, apart from these weird ricochets that happen here and there. And that's pretty much it. I did the intro a while back and then I forgot to actually make this video because I was working on my other projects. However, I just remembered today and I hit the live button because, you know, I needed to make this review. So we are on Yamato Harbor and we have a pretty strong setup against us. It's quite heavy and yeah, so some things I wanted to talk about the tank. I mean, everyone says it has poor mobility. That's not very true. It's quite similar to the T62 and the 140 in some ways. The only thing it does really lack is the gun depression, which is 6 degrees, but it's not too bad if you already play on the 140 and this T62 and the other Chinese medium tanks. So we're going to be driving to the standard medium position, and we already see a Sheridan and a T54. He doesn't pen us because of our weird angles. We hit the adrenaline, well, you know, because we have to kill this guy with the DPM, and we ricochet him twice because of the weird angle, and we hit him again. And so yeah, the Progetto is running back because he already knows that this flank is lost, and the Sheridan here is trying to hold us off, but I know we have to push because we left our heavy side. And yeah, I knew I would get hit, but it's worth it because if we don't push this side, we will lose the game because the heavies are going to be pushing the heavy line. And the Sheridan makes a mistake and I punish him for that pretty much. And I don't really want to move a lot here because the enemy heavies are pushing us. So I'm just going to be working my distance here a bit and taking some easy shots at the E75. I've already done 2,800 damage, which is very good, of course, and 3k damage here on the E75. The E100 over there, we're going to be shooting. Nope, we don't pen him. Nope. We see a VK over there, and let's give him a blind. There you go. I hope that connected. And let's try and give him another one because he didn't seem to move. There you go. Did it hit? No, I don't think so. But yeah, now we're going to be taking on the center and helping on the advance. But let's get a couple of shots on the E100 here. Let's wait. Wow, nice, amazing. So yeah, what do we do now? There's only 4 enemies left against us. 3 of them are heavies, and we're just gonna be farming damage at this point. Really, the gun is not it's quite accurate in my opinion. It's not as accurate as the T62, but it is very accurate, as well as the dispersion is decent in my opinion. The alpha damage is very nice as well. As you can see, we got 390 over there, which is something very useful. Even though the DPM is a bit worse than the T62 on Object 140, it's not as significant because the realization of this alpha, the DPM, is way easier because of the alpha damage. As you can see, we can give up to 400 HP, even though it doesn't always happen, but we can. So trading shots with other mediums is very nice, especially the 140 and the T62, as I mentioned previously. So nope, we don't. So let's load some heat, and we can easily pen this guy. Bam, 291. And let's give him another shot if this pattern moves. Yes, thank you. Another 300. And let's try and take the 100, but no. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our first game, which was performed alive. 5,400 damage, almost 5,500. That's decent, but we didn't spot ourselves, so yeah, it wasn't a master. But thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Bye bye.